Good morning, YouTube. Have you ever wondered how hard it is to replace the door handle on your 96 or 2000 Honda Civic? Well, in this video, I'll show you how. Now, there are very few tools that you actually need to do this job. So, at the very least, you need a small pick tool here, and I'll show you what the purpose of that is once we get to that point. You need a Phillips head screwdriver, but I definitely recommend using an impact because sometimes the screws on the latches are really tight and it's really easy to strip them. Additionally, I've got you need to use either a 10 millimeter socket on a ratchet with a small extension, or if you have an impact, just use the impact because it definitely makes things faster. This is literally all you need to do to replace the door handles in your EK Civic. The obvious first step here is that you're going to need to remove the door handle from the car. In addition to that, it is easiest, and I think it actually is necessary for you to remove the latch assembly, at least to get it out of the way. So I'm going to set up the tripod here and show you where we take the door panel off and get this latch out of the way. So the first thing that I'm going to do here is remove the trim from around the door handle, and that's done by just removing a Phillips head screw, and the trim just slides out and comes off. Now after this, I'll go over and you'll have a speaker grill you have to remove, and then under the speaker grill there will be 3 screws for the door panel. And then here I am removing the little cubby there. There's just a screw inside, and then we pop the door panel right off. Yours might be a little harder. This one was pretty mangled. And then now I'm going ahead and removing the screws for the latch. So it's 1, 2, 3 screws here, and that allows the latch to swing out of the way. So now we're taking this plastic off here. It was really brittle and bad, so I couldn't save that. Taking that screw out, moving that little plate out of the way to have access. And then here, I'm removing the little clips that hold the latch assembly to the little rocker, and that allows the whole assembly to move a little bit more freely. And then there, I just removed the lower mount for the track to swing it out of the way. Alright, so as you can see, I got the 3 bolts off right here for the latch assembly. In addition, you've got to take these screws off to get the door handle assembly loose so you can slide the latch back. You can't really see it in there, but the latch is now moving. In addition to that, this window track right here needs to be unbolted right here, because if you don't unbolt it, you can't get the latch moved out of the way. So you just unbolt it, swing it up out of the way, and then you're good to go. Now, the trickiest part of doing this project is getting the little clip. You can't see it right here, but there's a little clip right underneath here. It's like a horseshoe shaped clip, and you pry that thing off, and then that allows this lock cylinder to come out, and then that will in turn allow you to take the bracket out to remove the door out of the handle out of the door. And then there's a second little bolt right there. Once that is out, you can actually slide the handle out of the door and then unscrew it on the outside. So I'll show you how to do that next. So you see here, I have this little pick tool, and I'm kind of wedging it up behind this little clip right here and just pulling down on it and kind of wiggling. There you go. There's the clip. That's what it looks like. You can't get this door handle out until you get that clip out. That's the hardest part of this job, but once you've figured out where it is and how to do it, it's really easy. Now we just take these 2 bolts out and we can get the handle off. All right, let's get those bolts out. There's one, and then you can stick your impact right through with a small extension, and that allows you to get that one out right there. You can see the bracket came back. So all you have to do now is just kind of wiggle it a little bit, and see the lock cylinder comes out with the bracket here, and now this door handle is free and it will slide through the car. So now we'll get on the outside and take it off. All right, there you have it. We got the door handle out. Now obviously this one isn't broken. This is out of one of our parts vehicles we're taking apart, but if it were broken, same process, just take it out just like this, and installation is exact reverse with the removal process. Now I will say one thing you'll want to do when you're taking this out, if you're putting it back in, you want to mark the threads right here to make sure you know exactly where this screws back into, because if you don't have the threads in the right place, the door isn't going to open. It either won't open at all, or it'll open too soon, and it won't work right. So you want to make sure you mark it either with a marker or tape exactly where it's supposed to be, and stop it when it gets to that point. Then you can just put it together. I hope this video was helpful for you, and I hope you like and subscribe to the channel for more content like this.